So this is Apologia Science. This is a Young Explorer series exploring creation with anatomy. So these are made by Apologia. And they're available on their website or on christianbook.com. And they are geared towards elementary middle school. And we've been using them for 3rd through 8th. So we don't really introduce science until 3rd grade, like official science like this. Because we're focusing on their language arts and math up until then. But these have been great. I recommend them to everyone. It's just a textbook for the year, and then they have a notebooking journal to go with it. You don't have to have this. You could make up your own worksheets and stuff to go with the book, but I highly recommend this. It's all done for you, and it's totally worth it. So what their concept is, how they approach science, is you learn something in depth. So instead of learning tiny little facts and lots of boring, monotonous things of surface level topics, you learn something in depth the whole entire year. So this one is anatomy. I wouldn't recommend it for as young as like 3rd grade. This is one of the newer ones. There's astronomy in the 3 zoologies, land animals, water animals, and flying animals. And then they have, I think they have a plant botany. We never did that one because the kids didn't care about that. So we just did the 3 zoologies, astronomy, and this one, and then the other one, the chemistry one. But this, my son did for 7th, and it was just right for him. So my daughter's going to be doing it for 7th too. So this is a table of contents, kind of small here, but it's for younger kids learning anatomy. So it's very interesting. They have how to use this book, and then items you'd need for all the projects. So they're usually just things around the house or things you can pick up at the store. Simple. Okay, and then they have the lesson, and they have the try this sections throughout that you can do if you'd like. And then with older kids, they can just read it on their own. You can discuss it afterwards. Younger kids, or if you do a group setting where you teach all the kids at once, you can just have a time where you read this all together and discuss it out loud. They have lots of colorful illustrations. The print is easy to read. It's like conversational tone. It's interesting facts. Even I like it. It makes anatomy not so complicated or scary to learn. They have experiment sections. They go over all the different parts of the body. Like I said, they learn it in depth, so it's the one topic. So you walk away from the year really knowing something and not just skating by memorizing facts to pass tests. This is actually like fostering a desire to learn. That's why we like to homeschool. My kids actually love to learn, not just memorize facts. So as you can see, there's lots and lots and lots of information. Okay. And then at the end, they have a place where all the answers are to the review questions. So that is the book. And the notebooking journal, which I love. So we have a large family. I don't really have a lot of time for much, so I always get these journals. The book you can share as a family or whatnot, but you can get an individual notebooking journal for each kid. It tells you what's in it, and it has the lesson plans. So it tells you exactly what to do. You do science twice a week. So there's day 1 and day 2. And it goes up to 28 weeks. So it's not even a full school year. Full school year is 36 weeks. So you have time to play around or take longer on certain subjects. It tells you what to read out of the textbook and what pages to do in the notebooking journal. So there you go. You don't have to print things out. You don't have to rip your hair out trying to make lesson plans. It's all done for you. Love it. Highly recommend it. Like I said, the child owns this. It's theirs. It's their place to make it their own, put their own artwork in it. It's their personality. So there is review questions in here. There's the vocabulary crossword, scripture copy work. Then they have a place to do, oops, this fell off, place to do their mini books at the end of each lesson. And the mini books are all kept at the very back. So you just rip the page out, cut it out, and do it with the lesson. They have places for more information in case you want more, like book and DVD suggestions, maybe some more experiment ideas. And each week starts out with fascinating facts. So they write down what was interesting to them. They could illustrate it if they want. My daughter's more into illustrating than my son. The review questions again. Vocab again. It just has the similar things for each week and each lesson. And I am totally ruining his book. Sorry. So, mini books. Okay. And then the places for your experiments, you can write, you can take pictures of your experiments and then just tape them in here. We did that in the younger years. It's so fun to look back and see the experiments that you've done. So, all the mini books, all the information, there's tons of things for them to do in here and ideas, and it's just fun. Even if they're not really artistic into things, they could do the mini books. So I highly recommend this. Has the lesson plans all done. You have your textbook and your notebooking journal, and that's all you need for the entire school year for science.